heinous hand mishaps, the ultimate hole-in-one, and that doesn't seem compatible with life. Today, we're breaking down all of the mind-bending medical scenes and insane injuries of ballistic gels. Let's dive right in.
3, 2.
Oh, man.
Hey!
Holy cow.
What happened to him?
That is a 16-pound bowling ball going at a ridiculous speed, probably upwards of over 200 miles an hour. Just destroyed the body. Straight through it, blunt trauma, penetrating trauma, all the trauma. Like, this is awful. Oh, it was shot out of a cannon to be able to get that speed. Wow.
Yeah, the cannon!
Usually they're not perfectly round, the objects getting shot out of a cannon. Maybe a bowling ball is, but before that they were using just like big, massive balls. They might be misshapen a little bit, so they'll actually start spinning. It's actually the rotational force that might actually do some ripping.
Let's watch the bones just give up. Crack, 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 crack.
Good.
That's a lot of
Grief.
I was questioning myself
the slow
on if my
motions.
guess was going to be right, if it would actually go through, because...
So really cool
it's
here, the
so
slow-mo
amorphous.
shot. You can see the ribs cracking. You can actually see them cracking in multiple spots, and this is very common for any sort of rib fracture from even just somebody falling on the ground. If it's just an isolated rib fracture, not a pneumothorax or a hemothorax, and not other major issues, there's nothing to do. You can't put a cast on the rib cage.
And like we've seen bullets coming like out and then get pulled back in.
And the bowling ball has so much surface area, but it still made it through.
Yeah.
Even with that spine and that metal rod in the way, it's still just plowed right through.
Here in the slow-mo, we can see it's not as spinning as much. It's just blunt trauma going through. You're ripping through the heart. Your pancreas is now gone. Your stomach is going to be ruptured. You're hitting part of your liver. You might be hitting some of the spleen.
Oh my gosh, his spine is outside of his body.
Center. Completely blew his spine out.
That's about the diameter of a bowling ball, isn't it? That.
Wow, just destroyed all the bones of the back. The spinal cord is totally destroyed. If that were to occur and you missed everything else and you're survived, likelihood paralyzed from that level down. There's no way to repair a spinal cord once it's significantly damaged, unfortunately.
Split apart, man. Oh my God. Look at that.
More real-life practical applications of these type of injuries would be massive car accidents. Significant amount of blunt force. Things don't necessarily go through you, but different objects could in getting thrown from a vehicle.
The important question is, Chris, do you think he survived?
I mean, he's gonna need some serious attention.
The likelihood of survival of this injury is none. There's always a very slim chance that somebody could survive, but getting hit in the xiphoid area, pretty much where your heart is, it's going to take a lot of that energy, and it's a muscle as well, and it can just get destroyed open.
All right, so we have a concrete pit where we can safely detonate small explosives. We've got a hand/arm sent out by Ballistic Dummy Lab.
Wow.
So we have an MK2 fragmentation grenade.
Fragmentation grenade, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is designed not just from an explosive standpoint, but to have fragments, like pieces, shrapnel, to cause penetrating trauma and injuries.
Fire on the hole. 3, 2.
Okay, there's not gonna be an arm left. Grenade causing an amputation off of your hand. What would you do? What's the scenario? How would you help this individual? Well, first, probably at the same time, multiple things are going to happen. You need to worry about blood loss on the extremity, but you're not gonna lose that much blood that fast on the arteries that distal. Oh my gosh, it's gone. Just
Oh, yeah.
fly it off.
Oh, there
There.
it is.
There. Goodbye. Hand's not even there anymore. You also need to make sure they have an airway, make sure that they're breathing, and make sure that they're alive and they have a pulse. Again, all these things are happening kind of at the exact same time. You want to probably get a tourniquet on this. Yep. Whoa, cool camera angles.
It's a lamp.
It turns the arm into a fiber optic.
So imagine if you didn't throw the grenade.
You also deal with all that debris hitting you as well. So it'll be actually a lot more trauma and damage than what's actually depicted here.
That's
That's what's
That's
left.
what you get.
oh, that's actually a really useful visual.
Exposure to the bone. Be careful. That bone can be very sharp. Most likely going to happen, it's going to be shaved down further and covered with tissue. Clean it up, antibiotics. You're probably going to be in a hospital for not just days, probably weeks.
Our German Pak 40, it is actually the last Pak 40 that still fires in the world.
Oh.
And right now,
Pretty cool.
we're about to make that ballistic dummy mincemeat.
Mincemeat.
Holy cow, okay. I think this is like an anti-tank weapon. I don't think the ballistic gel has any chance.
Watch your boy about to get started.
Oh, it just melts away. Wow.
The head did go up.
That's a big hole.
It's almost like a large version of a bullet that we're seeing. But then the hydrostatic pressure causes so much destruction to the tissues, the bones, the blood vessels, the organs, that there's literally nothing left. They're all gone. We do not see stuff like this at the hospital. The only time we really see explosion of tissue and injuries is when somebody falls, the tissue explodes open due to the pressure that it has. When we see people who get GSWs, you have some of this to an extent, but not a lot.
It just turned him into a jelly-filled donut.
It jumps up and flips around.
Yeah.
Oh, he on X Games mode.
Hydrostatic shock, the shock wave, almost like when you throw a rock in the water, it makes the initial bloop, and then it's got all these other ripples around. Same thing here, it's got the initial projectile through, but then it has reverberation all the way out, causing massive destruction and explosion. Oh, what is this?
Holy cow.
Oh. Holy cow.
Look at the pieces.
Vortex of
What is
gel.
This? Is that just a
That's
a
the
goo
gel?
hole?
Many reasons here you want to protect your brain. For less fatal focus issues, Level Up by my company gives your brain a real tactical advantage. Made for energy and focus without the crash of energy drinks and other products. Find it at lifehappens.com or on Amazon.
That's the wad behind it. Follows behind it.
They said to stop headbutting footballs.
And it
Wow.
flashed again on the inside. It flashed on the back of the skull.
You're seeing the skull fragment into a lot of pieces. If the brain was there, the brain would be just gone at this point. The gel is actually holding onto the pieces a little bit, so from that component, it's probably not as real. Those pieces would be shattered everywhere, all different sizes, on the ground, versus these all kind of like stuck together.
Like, what is going on
Looks like
there?
you got a trumpet on your head.
So it had so much energy that by this point, it was still going fast enough to just vaporize air.
When I've seen somebody get hit in the head with a golf ball, it hits, but it also spins on the tissue. It actually causes a laceration, almost an avulsion of tissue. It can cause skull fractures, intracranial bleeding.
Okay, this is the swipe test with no abrasive. 60,000 psi's of water.
60,000 psi of water. That's gonna cause a massive amount of damage. Yep. Sliced right through it like a knife. The reason why they actually use this device is it can cut like metals and things like that. People would come to the emergency department from these type of industries. They would have avulsions, lacerations, amputations, full-on missing hands. That's why when we like prescribe prescription and it says, please don't operate heavy machinery, this is kind of the reason why. Depending on how good of an injury this is, I mean, like how clean it is, it's kind of a crapshoot of, will this be able to be replanted or not? Are you able to reattach it? First off, always bring it with you. If they're hanging on by a thread, just wrap it up there because maybe that thread is a blood vessel and still giving it good blood supply. Holy cow. Okay, so it's really nice to see that we're doing kind of experiments with not humans, but we're actually using like ballistic gel and basically an imitation of our bodies. So really cool, and I think I want to do more of this stuff, and if you guys want me to do more, let me know in the comments. And as always, definitely check out this playlist right here. Make sure you binge watch everything and turn on your bell notifications, hit that like button, and please hit the subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy, my friends.